Hello, I am going to do a twin flame pick a card reading, your situation. So let's get started. I don't have the camera looking down at the cards because I just didn't do that today. So there's three piles, and I will have the timestamps down below. So let's get started with number one, okay? So the situation here, I feel like with pile one, right now I feel like if you're the divine feminine, you are at a place where you're like, either love me or leave me. You have really done a lot of inner work, and you're really feeling like you and your masculine are at two different stages. And in all reality, you sort of are at two different stages. I'm going to tell you why, because you're coming up the King of Cups and he's coming up the Page of Cups. And so that shows you are navigating, you're at a space where you're looking at things realistically. You know, your heart is still in it, but you're keeping your head above the water. You're not getting your hopes up too high based off of your experience with your twin. It's like you're not expecting too much. He's, the masculine's either going to do what they need to do, or you're not rocking with him like that right now, okay? And as far as they are with you, and wait, let me just say that I feel like if you pick pile one, you've been distant from your masculine. Actually, with all these piles, because I have them all sitting out here, the feminine energy seems very similar. Where the feminine energy has been a little distant, doing your thing, coming into acceptance, and the masculine energy's on some shit. But it gets better. Okay, so your masculine, he's trying to concoct some shit right now to get your attention. He's trying to do what he can do without putting too much energy and effort into it right now. I feel like with this hangman, he has a lot of people grabbing for his attention, and I'm just calling the masculine a he because I don't know what else to call him. I mean, it could be a he or she, whatever. You know where it applies. So, but he has a lot of people grabbing for his attention. You see all those women like coming out of the windows for him, and there's people down below. It's like he's a busy guy, and he hasn't really had time to put the effort into this connection the way that you would like him to. But yet, with this Page of Cups, he's always thinking about it, dreaming about it, but I don't feel like lately he's put a lot of effort towards the connection, okay? So, because of this stance that you've taken, this love me or leave me stance, he's a little bit afraid that the ship has sailed. Like he's afraid that, no matter what kind of effort he puts into it at this point, it's not going to be able to get off the ground. And but he hasn't lost all hope because he's still trying to figure something out, some kind of way to get your heart into it again like it used to be. He's still trying to figure that out. So your advice here, actually, I got, you are adored. Enjoy your extraordinary uniqueness. And you were born with the it quality. Okay, I love this card, by the way. So I feel like the advice for you is the way that he's showing up is just a reflection. I feel even though you put in the work, even though you've gotten to this point where you're like, love me or leave me, you still can't forget that this connection is bigger than romance. It's not just about, as a matter of fact, the twin flame connection is not about romance. I mean, it is, but it's not. It's like the universe uses romance to get you to do the work, right? Not to say that you can't have romance with your twin, but if you're still connected to this person, it's not like you can just, cut it off, if you're listening to this reading. So what I'm seeing is that the way that your masculine's acting is just a reflection of you needing to remember that you have the it quality, and that you are unique. And sure, you've tried different ways to get his attention in the past and you don't feel like you've succeeded, but I'm seeing to put that energy and that focus on your purpose, on yourself, on up leveling and upgrading your own life. Because I feel like, and realizing that you're adored, like you're amazing, and what am I trying to say here? Your uniqueness is what makes you so beautiful, even if you don't feel like that's been reflected to you back from him. Okay, so use that uniqueness and build something with it. Take care of the things in your life that need to be taken care of. It's good to have this energy of knowing your boundaries, but just don't forget to put your heart into other places in your life. Like, don't lose your heart altogether. Like, remember who you are. Remember how amazing you are. Do not define your worth based off of how you think he's treating you. Okay? But put that focus into your purpose and the things that are going to make your life better outside of this connection. Okay? Let me see what you can expect your masculine to do around you. Let's just take a look. What can you expect? Well, your masculine's definitely watching you, that's for sure. I feel like they're gonna, for now, this group, they're gonna watch from the sidelines. They're watching to see what you're gonna do. They're watching your social media. They've seen how far you've come, and they know that they have to level up as well. And it's a little intimidating, just so you know. Just keep working on yourself. I feel like for now, they're gonna keep quiet. Just see. But as you put this work in, as you focus on yourself, take your eyes off the masculine right now and really just put this energy, put your heart back into your life. Get back in your heart space, but put it into the things that mean the most to you outside of this twin flame connection, okay? And as you do that, he's going to show up, okay? He's going to reach out to you. But for right now, he's watching every move you make. So don't forget that your uniqueness is beautiful. And just to be yourself, that it's okay to be authentic. And some of you, I'm seeing, it's life purpose is really important for you right now. Put your energy, your heart, your time into your life purpose. Everything you've learned in this journey, some of you guys could be out here helping other people with that. So if you're questioning whether you should be helping other people and healing in some way, the answer is yes. Okay, so let's get on to, let me write this down. Let's get on to pile 2. 22. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, pal 2. What I have for you right now is just taking a look at these cards to see where you and your masculine are. I feel like right now, pal 2, you may be feeling a little sad, a little maybe a little lonely and you want some comfort from your masculine. Something could have happened between you guys where your feelings were hurt for some of you. Um, I'm feeling like for Pal 2, you're kind of wanting your masculine to fix it right now. And, we've all been there, but that's where you're at right now. And the masculine is in this energy of like, I will not lose. There's a power struggle with the masculine energy right now. Your masculine's half like, I won't lose this power struggle, and I know I gotta face the divine feminine. Like, I know we're gonna have to talk here. I know we're gonna have to deal with some stuff and talk some things out. But I also feel like they're waiting for you to like bust the door down. Like they're in the energy where they feel like you're going to be hostile or possibly chasey a little. They could feel that energy of you wanting to fix it, or they can feel that energy of you wanting them to fix it. But I don't feel like while this is happening, anything's going to happen. Okay? And it's not so much, let me just say this though, it's not like they're turned off by you or anything like that. I still see feelings here, in an anticipation and waiting. But I just feel like they're just wanting to kind of stay back for a second here while this energy neutralizes. There's a fight here. I feel like there's a power struggle, an energetic fight going on where you guys could want two different things or see this two different ways, but yet the bond is there. The connection's there. It's just how you're experiencing it is a little different. So the advice for you here is you have the dwell on what you love. All there is to love has been there all along, and it's not as if you need anyone. And the way that I'm seeing this is to pull back. First of all, the love is there. Okay, so you need to know that, but the more that you want it from your masculine and this kind of connection, the more you don't get it. So I'm seeing to pull back and meet your own needs at the moment through other ways. Pull back and detach. Find out what's going on with you, where the sadness is coming from. I feel like you're going through different emotions. Some of you are lonely and you need to get out. You're isolated. You need to get out, go visit some friends, some family, maybe get out to some meetup groups or, 12-step group, whatever kind of group you need to get to so that you're not alone, so you're not isolating yourself. You need to get out. Because really what you think is a yearning for your masculine is really just like a yearning to be seen and heard. And that's normal. That's a human validate. That's normal to have that human validation. That's completely normal. But I feel like it's time to detach again and to step back, because your masculine's in the energy of their own where they're in a little bit of a power struggle. And I feel like the power struggle is really with their own life and the things that are happening. Maybe they feel a little powerless in their personal life, and they're taking it out on you a little. So there's just some different conflicting energies happening there. But again, this twin flame thing is an energy thing. If you pull back and detach and you work on yourself, if you take care of yourself, I feel like with this group, it's time for some self-compassion. You know, it's time to maybe go journal and see what you're avoiding. There's something that's being avoided here on your side that it looks like it has to do with the masculine, but it's really not. It's about your own personal life. There's things that maybe you've been distracted by this twin flame journey and you've got to get back to yourself, you know, because there's things that you have to handle. And maybe you're feeling a little powerlessness, because I feel like you both are feeling powerless in your personal lives outside of each other. And that's being taken out on each other in different ways. And you may have kind of got caught up in thinking about this connection, or you might be feeling a lot of anxiety about this connection and think that it's the connection that's making you feel that way, but the connection's just a smokescreen. What's really going on is that there's things in your personal life outside of your masculine that need to be addressed. And I don't feel like it's going to be as bad as you think once you sit down, you journal, and you have compassion for yourself and how you feel without judging that, without saying, well, I shouldn't feel this way because maybe this person's right, or maybe, nope, take that all out of the way and just feel how you feel. Like, do some inner child healing where, how you would hold your child if your child was sad or lonely or was going through something. That's the way you need to commune with yourself right now, okay? So, you know, just know that the love is there, but it's just time to pull back and go into some self-reflection and have self-compassion, okay? And let's see, if you do that, what you can expect to happen with the two of you. Oh, yeah. I feel like oh, yeah. I feel like if you just take that time, and I don't think this is going to be like an overnight thing for this group. I feel like there's some things you need to sort out. But when you take that moment to yourself and have compassion, you're going to find you're probably going to have a good cry, and things are going to become clear again, and you're going to be able to step back and you'll feel detached. So it's not going to matter to you one way or the other, because you're going to know that it wasn't the masculine that's really causing this. And it's not really that you're missing the masculine, you're just missing you. And you're missing alignment within yourself, the union within yourself, because union within self means clarity. It means peace. It means you're seeing things as they are. And then from that space, you can make moves, you can make decisions, you can stand in your power once you've sorted it all out and you have clarity, okay? So, but I think it's going to take a little time before you guys connect again. But I don't think that's going to bother you so much, because you're going to be doing your own thing, and you're going to be detached and making moves in your own life, okay? Okay, group 3, I'm back. I just took a look at your cards, and I'm just looking it over here to see what's happening here. I feel like this group, could be a little fed up. Something happened recently, and this could have been something that actually happened, or maybe some information that you got, whether it was synchronistic or just literal information. And now you've pulled all the way back, and you feel like what you thought was true about this is not true. And you're like, I don't want this person to hurt me at this point. Like, you're like, I don't want this person to come near me, to play with my feelings. You know, and I have some advice for that, but I want to wait for that. Okay, so Now, your masculine, interesting enough, I feel like your masculine has strong feelings for you. I don't feel like it's the way you think it is. I feel like the feelings are the same, but I do feel like you may be more serious or think that you're more serious about your masculine, and he is more obviously not serious. So it appears, right? Because he can't make up his mind how he wants to approach this. He wants to talk to you, by the way. I feel like he's been feeling your energy very strongly. And he wants to talk to you. He wants to get some things off his chest. He wants to tell you some things that he probably hasn't told you before. Or share some things that's going on in his life that you may not know about. And that's why there's been a distance. It's not necessarily because of you, but more because of what's happening in his personal life. But there is some fear that you're not on the same page anymore. There is some fear that you shut down and that you're not as worried about him as you used to be. But there's something, but he understands that if he doesn't come to you in a way that's authentic at this point, that it could jeopardize the connection. At least that's what he's thinking. Okay? So, I see you in a lot of fear, and some of this fear is like a wall. It's like a block around you. That's like, don't come near me. Don't trick me. Don't make me believe that you care about me when you really don't. And I think that's because you guys have two different styles and two different ways that you go about things. And there's a misunderstanding between each other. The other thing is, I do feel like your masculine isn't quite sure if he wants a relationship or union. He's still kind of playing a little. But I feel like for you, you're doing the same thing, but in a different way. Okay? Like, you guys, I don't think neither one of you have really solidly made up your mind about each other. I feel like if he would drop everything right now and say, okay, I want to be together, I think you would like trip out. I think you'd be like, oh my God, I'm not ready. Like, okay, what am I going to do? Like, I don't think it would be the way that in your mind you think it would be. Although I don't even know I'm saying that because I think you know this already. But there is a fear. There's a fear that you've been tricked or you've believed something that wasn't true. And I don't feel like that's the case here. I feel like it's just you guys have two different ways of going about things and you have two different needs. And that's the hard part to understand, but at the heart of this, really, you're very similar in that sense. You think that that's the case, but I feel like if it was put right in your lap, you would be scared. So the advice I have for you, the three cards I have is they choose you, create space for new love, and do something new, something different. So what I'm gathering from this is some of you, there really isn't space for this to be a union. I feel like you two are probably closer to union than the other two pals. Pal 3 is closer to union. And I feel like I do feel like this person does choose you, but I feel like you're unsure. And there needs to be some space created for this to actually happen. Also, while there's being space, this would happen not consciously. This would happen by you up-leveling and continuing to be your best self. It's not going to happen because you plan it, but more the space would be made as you continue to work on your life and make the best of it, right? outside of this connection. So, and when you continue to do that, you're going to see that they choose you more and more for this pal. But I still see that you're not sure. You're not sure which way you want to go. There's things that you need to clear out. For some of you, there's another party involved. And you think that you can't make up your mind because they haven't made up theirs, but really it's about you making up your mind. Which is why it's not going to go that way. This is going to be about you raising your vibration. Clearing out anything that would block you from the best life there is, right? As far as what's in your control. And along the way, I feel like this person will align and you'll have the choice on what you want to do. Okay, so let me see what you can expect this person to do around you. Where are we at? We're at 26 minutes. Okay, let's see. What can you expect the masculine to do? Okay. I feel like you're going to hear from the masculine. Okay. I feel like in the short term, you're going to hear from the masculine. What is this Five of Swords here? Let me really understand what is going on here. You're going to hear from the masculine, okay? But I feel like I'm getting two things here. For a group of you in Pal 3, your masculine is going to tell you some things, or I feel like whatever he tells you is going to be like, wow. And it might be things that maybe he's been going through. He may also tell you, I feel like this masculine may have taken some things personal, or some things that you said personal or out of context, and he may talk to you about that, and then you guys can clear up what actually was said, and the truth of the situation. For the other group, your masculine is going to contact you and may be a little standoffish, but don't take that personal. Just keep doing what you're doing. This person's not going very far, just so you know. They're not going far. Just want to pull a few more cards. Yeah, they're not going far. As a matter of fact, for the other half of you, for the other half, I feel like, they're going to contact you and it might be a little cold, but then after that, they're going to contact you again and it's going to start up a new cycle between the two of you, okay? So, and there's going to be, with both groups here for Pal 3, there's going to be some kind of communication where you're clearing the air and they're going to share some things with you that you may not have known. So, all right, guys, I'm going to leave you with that, and I will talk to you soon.